It's what we all dream of, playing to screaming fans on a cross-country tour. Starting now, these 10 bands will live that dream. You guys have the endurance to handle the road? And battle each other on and off stage.
Get the fucking thing out of here, dude. I'm not fucking kidding.
Competing for a $1 million recording contract with BODOG Music. They'll roll through America's great music capitals, face immunity challenges.
They just took our bassist away.
And be judged by 3 rock legends as they set off on their own road to rock stardom.
Kids, we are not role models for your life.
Previously on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands, Hollywood turned into a horror show for our 5 unsigned bands, where composing a frightening film score was the scariest challenge yet.
You stop, we're gonna play it right.
But Big Bang Radio showed no fear and claimed a screen credit and immunity from elimination. But at the showcase, Subversive finally got muscled out and bounced off the tour. And now we're staying put in LA, the town where image is everything.
Well, I know what the band's music sounds like when I see the photograph.
The 5 remaining bands will find out if a picture really is worth 1,000 words.
The 2 things that I believe that makes a photograph great is feeling and then technicality.
Then it's time for another showcase where 5 bands will rock it, but only 4 will roll on with the tour. And for one band, it's lights out.
Unfortunately, one band's going home right now.
It's all coming up on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands.
What I'm well known for is branding, and branding is a complex sort of area, and it's not a pure science. There's a little bit of visceral instinct involved.
Their last battle took its toll, but there's no rest for our rock and roll road warriors. Next stop is Sunset Boulevard and the Shooting Gallery, home to some of the most famous rock and roll photographs of all time. Rock and roll is all about image, so the bands took some time to soak in the iconic history on the gallery walls around them.
It was cool walking in the Shooting Gallery, especially because they had like half the pictures were all Bob Marley's.
We
see these amazing pictures of rockers from the past and from today.
Sex Pistols. They had a picture of Johnny Rotten and Billy Duffy, which is, cool because we see him sitting on a chair giving us crap all the time. We don't really get a chance to see him on stage or a picture of them on stage.
After the bands checked out the decades of rock and roll history, a special guest was brought in to help explain the immunity challenge.
As soon as he walked out, I knew it was a member of Slipknot.
Say hello, number 2, Paul from Slipknot.
Following in the footsteps of iconic acts like Kiss and Marilyn Manson, Grammy Award-winning Slipknot has been pumping their heavy metal throughout the world since the late 90s. Slipknot bassist Paul Gray lends his heavy bass playing and haunting backing vocals to the dark sounds of this 9-piece power group.
Any chance maybe taking off the mask for the rest of this? There you go. Here's the man.
There it is, yeah.
Those guys never take their masks off. People that have been fans of theirs from like the get-go, some of them don't even know what all of them look like because of their masks,
Can you talk to the guys about image and your experience with it and what Slipknot thought in the beginning, what you guys were doing?
Dude, every band's got an image. Every single band. If Dave Matthews, there's an image there. You know what I mean? I think, kind of hone it and make it concise and go with what you want, man.
It's really cool for him to just, share his views about image, considering they have such a unique image.
When we started the band, our image was trying to be anti-image. And also our anti-image became our image.
So a lot of these photos on the wall were taken by a photographer that is with us today. And now I'd like to bring him out, talk about image and photography and the importance of photos and all that. So please welcome photographer Carl Larson. Come on down.
Photographer Carl Larson has devoted his life to looking into the souls of some of rock's biggest stars. From the Rolling Stones and Kiss to Buck Cherry and Velvet Revolver, Carl has captured their images forever.
What is the goal of the photograph?
photograph really has to portray the band's image. Well, I know what the band's music sounds like when I see the photograph.
That guy just seems like one of those guys that he wakes up in the morning, puts his pants on, and pits his excellence, you know?
Yeah,
like,
totally. And that leads us in to your challenge, guys. Here we go.
Each band got a camera, tripod, and lighting equipment to go out and create an image. There were 5 locations around LA to choose from. The bands drew numbers and then picked a location according to the number they drew. The bands have only 2 hours to snap their masterpiece and return to the shooting gallery where Carl Larson and Paul No. 2 will be waiting to judge the photos. The winning band will not only get immunity, but will also get a professional photo shoot with Carl and a chance to talk with legendary music producer Eddie Kramer.
Good luck, guys. Have a great photo shoot.
So the moment we walked out of the shooting gallery, Brian was Johnny on the spot with the camera, like figuring it out.
Basic playback. Photographs were split up like we were shooting.
It's on the timer.
Sweet. We got it to work.
Well, I think the location was absolutely perfect to describe our image, our music, who we are. We have an appreciation for cars.
SOS, we need help.
When it comes to photography, I have no idea other than how to stand still and look pretty. Brian ran the fucking show.
Close to Kenny as possible, Ken, so I got room to move in. See, now we're screwed because you guys moved. You guys got to stay in the same position, please.
Act like you're screaming.
We've literally got like just a few minutes left, B.
Yeah.
Things seem to be nice and smooth for Hard Rockers' fall from grace. Meanwhile, Big Bang Radio felt confident after being the first band to pick their location.
All the locations were outside except for one location. So we chose the one location that was indoors, and it was kind of cool because it had like a Victorian royalty-esque kind of vibe. We thought it was pretty wild.
However, their confidence soon faded when the camera became their biggest challenge.
I have no clue what this camera is telling me.
Focus and shoot. Lighting. We didn't know that the camera was in the van driving down there. We wish we had known that beforehand because we wouldn't have had to spend a half an hour trying to figure out how to work the damn thing.
Shutter release button is pressed halfway. Ours required this icon is not displayed.
Big Bang Radio struggled with their camera, while Boston's Fear Nuttin' Band looked right at home chilling on Venice Beach.
Look at that view up there.
It's windy as hell.
All right. Picked out number 2, and then we decided we wanted to go down to Venice Beach because I had a real nice vibe on the picture that we saw. Palm tree, ocean, graffiti. It was like a really cool vibe.
Look at his thing, Liz.
Just stand straight up?
No, just the heads.
It didn't. Yeah, it did.
While Fear Nuttin' Band brought the Jamaican vibe to Venice, Philly's Burn Down All-Stars sized up the backdrops in downtown LA.
By the time we actually got to the list of locations, there were only 2 left, so it wasn't a lot for us to choose from.
Where lead MC Carlos called the shots.
Guys, all right, let's get some emotion in this one, brothers. Looking at the camera, looking at the camera.
It's our motivation.
Whatever emotion you want, yo. I think it's going.
So, we're still on the same pace,
After being the last band to pick, Blacksmith is making the most out of their unique location.
It was actually the last choice of everybody. I don't think anybody wanted it because it was all carnivals and Ferris wheels and stuff.
Even in the midst of an immunity challenge, this ghetto metal band always makes time to recruit some new fans.
We're a heavy metal hip-hop band like Black Sabbath had a baby with Public Enemy. It would be us.
We sound like a cross between Public Enemy meets Rage Against the Machine meets
That's awesome.
Meets System of a Down meets Black Sabbath. Nice. It's pretty heavy.
Ghetto metal? Ghetto metal.
Ghetto metal?
Ghetto metal, baby. Yeah, like that. And it's West Coast, baby, all day, all of us. When we see an opportunity to spread the word of ghetto metal gospel, we always take it.
Come on, y'all. Get ready. Hurry, take a step forward. Right there. Nah, stay right there, right there.
Let's walk on the pier and see what's on the pier.
Check this out. Woo! Yeah, this is it right here, baby. Oh, man, this is hot. It was definitely a great scene. It was a powerful mural. We just thought it was a more powerful image than any type of beach scene or any type of carnival scene. Come on, y'all. Get ready.
The message is loud and clear. Once you read our lyrics and then look at that picture, you'll get our whole point.
While Blacksmith had time to get the shots and recruit fans during the immunity challenge, the clock was ticking for Big Bang Radio.
Go back to that menu again.
Yeah. You're looking for like a set, right? Where we could sit down and it snap itself.
Cool.
This is it. Here it is.
Okay, go to lighting.
What do you mean lighting? Self-timer remote control mode is shown on the control panel. Use the button to select one of the following modes. The self-timer lamp will blink for about 8 seconds. The lamp stops blinking 2 seconds.
Okay, there you go.
All right, well, now what do I hit? Just
The little button.
right.
First, the little tiny one next to it, the little timer.
Gotcha.
Turn around. Turn around.
Let's keep popping.
Moves or should we
Let's keep
Do this side right here.
We have 10 minutes. At the end, we had to really just have somebody just snap it, just hold their finger down and push. So we kind of just took, like 150 shots without thinking about them, and then about 25 shots we really were able to put some thought and effort into what we were trying to do.
Coming up next, the bands will have to choose just one photo to submit to the judges.
Screw it. Let's risk it. Let's do the fucking car shot.
But will they make the right choice?
I personally hate the colors.
And how will the pressure of $1 million recording contract change feelings between the bands?
Puff and Grace suck tonight.
That's all coming up next on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. It's Class Picture Day, and the bands arrived back at the shooting gallery where they each had 5 minutes to scan through their pictures and choose one photo that best represents their image.
So that one or that one?
It's got to be one of these with the car. I think we hit it with the car.
Yeah, I'd get one better, actually.
Are we all in agreement? No.
We got to agree on it as a team. We're a team.
They're both great. They're both really good shots.
Go with that one. Yeah, screw it. Let's risk it. Let's do the fucking car shot. We've never done anything like that.
Keep going. That one too. That's high. That's high.
We had about 50 some odd pictures, so it was a lot to sort through in 5 minutes, especially when you're making a critical decision for immunity.
I think this best captures everything, man. We got the 9/11 explosion taking place.
That's it right there. That's it. We'll take that one.
That's a good one.
That's it. That's it.
For that final picture, we chose it just because it had the vibe. We saw it and we all felt it.
Okay, so now we got it between two. This is number 96. All right.
It's a fat ass pick.
It is. That's
Unanimously, does everybody agree?
We don't even need the whole amount of time,
Do you like that one, guys?
I like that. I don't like his face.
Yeah, all right.
It's over.
A little too much light.
Too over.
Just keep going. I'm gonna go. That's it.
That one.
That's it.
You got the colors that work together. It's very cool. Ian's kind of subtle contrast what you guys are doing together. Boom.
Slipknot bassist Paul No. 2 and celebrity rock photographer Carl Larson are judging the shots and will award immunity to one lucky group.
So guys, why don't we start with this one up here? This is Burn Down All Stars.
I really love the fact that you had so many people. You have 12 of you guys, and you were able to do something geometric like that.
I personally hate the colors. I do, man. I'm not a big yellow guy and everything, but I do like the look and the attitude of you guys. So.
At this point, immunity is very crucial. There are 5 bands left. If you have immunity, you're going to the next round. So it is very important.
Not everybody in the band is, the thinnest in the world. I like that. No, it's something to consider when you're taking a photo, which is fine. You're a big guy, you're a big guy.
I like everybody's vibe except for a dude out here. Kind of looks like he's staring off at some chick walking by or something.
Each week it seems like immunity is getting more and more important, to bands that need it. So as we're watching the judges going through other pictures, I'm sure all the bands are thinking, oh man, I wonder if we're going to be the one this week or if we're going to get the immunity.
Feel like there's a real unity with this band, and yet they're not over accentuating that.
All right, so you heard what Paul and Carl had to say about the photos. So let's get to it. Let's start with this one right here. This is Burn Down All Stars. You didn't win. You guys can leave the studio. Yay!
Cool. We were the first band to be judged, quote unquote, so it didn't take long to find out that we didn't win shit.
Fear Nothing Band. I'm sorry, but you have to leave the shooting gallery.
No big deal.
Blacksmith got mixed reviews. Big Bang, Paul hated the colors. Fall from Grace, you got some nice reviews. I'm gonna take this off. Big Bang, even though you got mixed reviews, it didn't help. Goodbye. Blacksmith, Fall from Grace. So whoever gets these immunity laminates is going to the Final Four. No hard feelings between both bands, whoever gets this, right?
Absolutely not.
All right, fine.
We love them.
All right, cool. Guys, Both bands get immunity.
When they called out that we were both sharing the immunity, we were freaking out. Like, it was a total dog pile in the middle of this really nice art gallery.
I just feel that now, since we're at a critical stage, everybody wants immunity. I guarantee the people that don't have immunity right now wish they had it.
Take the laminates, boys! Put them on!
The feeling to get immunity, it's not really something you can buy. With just 5 bands left, it's gold to have it.
Dude, that was nuts! That was nuts!
Never won one of these before.
The next day, Fall from Grace and Blacksmith headed out to the desert for their first ever professional rock and roll photo shoot.
Oh, and he's got Mac.
Mac the best,
nice.
man.
That's all I got.
Everything.
In addition to professional makeup and lighting, Blacksmith and Fall from Grace got a chance to pick out some clothing provided by top LA designers like Frankie and Minx.
I just have your sizes. You guys just come in and look through what you want.
Are they for us to have?
Yeah.
Really? That's rare.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Take that.
Blacksmith, we gotta go. We gotta catch that sun. All right, guys. Hold still. Very still. Perfect. Don't move. Take the same formation. Everybody takes 4 steps back. Perfect. Don't move.
It was a great experience working with Carl. Carl's a very passionate artist, and you know the shots are going to be fabulous.
Let's go, guys. The sun is setting.
As soon as that sun started to set, Carl was on our asses getting us into position.
We got 4 minutes before that sun goes over that horizon. Perfect. Don't move. That's nice. That's what I'm talking about. All right. All right, guys. Hold still. Very still.
It's cool to see Carl Larson doing his thing instead of just being a judge. Seeing him in his element, it was really cool.
Coming up next, the showcase battle gets underway at the Key Club, but first, Fall from Grace and Blacksmith like the sound of their second reward.
I've worked with Hendrix, I worked with the Stones, I worked with Traffic, and with all these bands, and that was fine, but the Beatles.
That's all coming up on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to Hollywood, where 5 bands are still chasing $1 million record deal. Fall from Grace and Blacksmith have already won immunity for the second battle in LA, and their reward was captured in a memorable photo shoot by Carl Larson. The 2 immunity winners continue their high-profile rewards and headed out to meet with legendary music producer Eddie Kramer.
Everyone knows who Eddie Kramer is. He's worked with Hendrix, Zeppelin, everybody. The guy's just an amazing individual. Eddie Kramer, you're a fucking legend, bro.
In my own mind.
No, man. You know what? Tell me, please, about Jimi Hendrix.
January of '67, and Olympic Studios just opening, right?
Knowing his history and how much a heavyweight he is, for him to come off so humble, man, I thought that was cool. He's a class act.
The Beatles, I managed to record them twice.
What recordings did you do with the Beatles?
I did Baby You're a Rich Man and All You Need Is Love.
Wow. That's incredible, man. Today has been the best point, the highlight of the entire tour.
For sure.
I'm still kind of like, this is not fucking actually real. It's amazing.
Meanwhile, the 3 bands without immunity hit the streets of Hollywood to promote the show and build crucial fan support.
Come on, come on. Come see Fear Nothing, man. Come on down right now. We want you to come see Fear Nothing, man.
One of 5 bands left out of a $7,000 for $1 million record contract. So it's going to be on TV.
Come out at BODOG Music site, and you'll see the Battle of the Bands. The whole purpose for us being on this is to get that out there, get our music out there, get what we're doing out in people's faces,
Now the time has come. Let's head out to the world-famous Key Club on the Sunset Strip. The country's top 5 unsigned bands are standing on the sidelines and are about to battle it out for $1 million recording contract with BODOG Music.
Fall from Grace and Blacksmith both have immunity on this challenge, so there's 3 bands on the chopping block. It makes it a little bit more of a competition.
The 5 bands are warming up for their chance to impress the notoriously tough fans of Hollywood.
We're going to put on a good show, man. It's going to be fun, man. We're just going to do what we do and entertain the masses that's coming today.
The audience makes up 50% of the vote, but first, our panel of rock gods will hear all the bands.
Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols. Thank you, Mr. Striker.
There's so many ideas in the world, but it's the unification of those ideas that makes just massive enjoyment.
The hottest judge and hottest girl at the Key Club. Say hello, Biff Naked.
You are your advertisement.
you know, people who haven't heard your music yet, sometimes their only introduction to you is with a photograph. So you have to make it always count.
Lead guitarist from the Colts, Billy Duffy.
I think there's always going to be great musicians grow up influenced by other great musicians in the past, and they're going to take those influences, add their own stuff to it, and create great new music for another generation.
This band has won immunity on the last 3 out of 4 challenges. From Seattle, Washington, Fall from Grace.
Truth is all I tell you lie. It's killing me and I'm dead inside. Watch out again.
We're not really sweating it because we have immunity.
Immunity!
But we're still gonna go up and rock the hell out of these people.
God for me, never let me go. I'll die for you tomorrow. Kiss me, kill me, it's my tragedy. We'll breathe in our summer.
Listen, I'm telling you about this band. They have melodies, right? They're punk times 10, all right? This ain't no Green Day up here. This ain't no punk corporate rock rules. This is the real fucking happy chappies, all right? And I really like ya, you big huggy teddy bears.
Is it Die For Me? What's your lyric in the chorus?
Cry for me and never let me go. I'll die for you tomorrow.
I see. I would have liked it repeated.
You were trying for melodies that were almost borderline illegal against the chords you were playing. You were doing some weird stuff to my ears, and I was like...
Yeah, which is really good to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, no, so you should be applauded for not doing a real pedestrian, typical, boring melody, a boring harmony. You were reaching for something within the genre of music that you're doing that isn't Green Day and Bubblegum. So keep reaching for that kind of stuff, because that is what will make you rock stars.
I think we played really good. I think we did what we do at home.
Our ghetto metal friends have made themselves at home in their native LA, winning immunity for the first time on the entire tour. Here's Blacksmith.
It feels damn good, especially at this particular time in the game. Where everybody's looking for that immunity, whether they feel they need it or not. It's important to have because you don't know what the judges are going to do next.
Anyone that's ever seen us will leave a Blacksmith show going, wow. And that's what we came here to do, to spread our message.
Why you on me radio? I thought we was cool, bitch. Now I'm just a fool.
Wow, you're fucking good at making people angry. You're already through. Keep on bringing it to the fucking table. No.
I always love the drums.
Thank you, baby.
You're consistently always near perfect for me.
I really don't like my neighbours, so I think I'm going to try and hire you guys to play one of my parties and bring all your friends.
Coming up next, 3 bands play for their rock and roll lives with just 2 spots left on tour. Will the pressure get to them?
I'm not playing. Open the fucking bar.
It's all next on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. 2 bands have played and there are 3 more ready to hit the stage trying to stay alive on this once-in-a-lifetime tour. Earlier, we saw Immunity Laminates go to Fall from Grace and Blacksmith for shooting the best band photo, putting even more pressure on the other 3 bands. Now it's back to the action at Hollywood's Key Club. Big Bang Radio's drummer Ian marches to his own tune, thumping the Bible and the bass drum as he goes.
Yet, those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength.
It's not exactly easy to fit in with his hard-partying bandmates, so now he's trying something new.
Ian is about to get it. Let's go, bro. What made me want to get a piercing is just my own creativity. I want to throw a different art on my face, in a sense.
It's a form of expression for him.
It's an art.
All right, Ian, just get a stud.
The one I would want, if I got the ears, when I told people freaked out.
Are you going to fuck your face on that? On purpose?
Yep. other band members reacting to it, they might call me a fag. That's what I was afraid of, but they might. They might. I don't know. Why would they do that? I don't know, man. You know, I don't know.
Shove it up my nose. Come on.
But I came here and I was like, let's do it. It was kind of easy. I just had to inhale, really, and she did it. It was great, yeah.
You rock, dude.
That's cool, man.
Up top.
Rhythm section.
Put that here.
You said you wanted to do something and you went through and you did it. Yeah, it's art, baby.
Piercing noses and eardrums, it's Miami's Big Bang Radio.
I seen that look in your eye before. To the streets, you go wild, leaving open door.
Big Bang Radio's message overall is love, and freedom of thinking. Be who you want to be.
Was a touch between you two, and I don't know how back your musical histories will go, the Chamber Brothers.
It was very uplifting and anthemic and in a kind of cool 80s type way. I liked it. It was kind of arena type stuff at places, which is kind of cool, considering you brought it to the Key Club.
That was a nuclear bomb that just happened. That set, we just shattered, put fire. There's no more drum sets to play on this.
Love that, buddy.
It's destroyed. We are not going home.
Our next act is a group who lights up any stage. It's Philadelphia's Burn Down All-Stars.
Here we go, yeah, here we go. Everybody on the right, throw your hands up. Yeah, now wave on side to side and go build it up, burn it down. Feel the love from the crowd, hear that sound? We're about to turn it out, so nod your head, throw your hands, way up high, touch the sky, feel that vibe. We're about to get it right. Hope you peek me, to all the earth fleet to.
In this culture today, people don't like just one style of music. They like many styles of music, and we can cater to all those different styles.
Ride the wave like a brush or do now. And give these illiterates a little taste of truth now. We move out, move on, stand up, we move out. Hyperactive, rap, radical, winning, way to move out. Everybody on the right, throw your hands up. Everybody in the spot, throw your hands up. Wave on the side. Wave the side to side, bro.
That was one of your most focused performances. I was watching as many of you as I could keep track of. That's a bit of a problem sometimes. It's kind of like a headache, where to focus. You know what I mean? It's a little difficult.
I really, honestly, sincerely feel like our music breaks the bounds of what a band is traditionally viewed as.
Coming up next, Fear Nuttin' Band is the final act to perform, and they have their work cut out for them, but they ain't scared.
We feel confident enough in our music every single time that we play.
And later, the judges face their toughest job yet. 5 bands want it, but only 4 can get the ticket to ride on.
I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss.
That's all coming up next on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to the BODOG Music Battle of the Bands at Hollywood's Key Club. 4 bands down and 1 more to go with the showcase battle for the fight to stay on tour. Boston's reggae rockers chilled on the beach, but now it's time for them to fire up the crowd. It's Fear Nuttin' Band.
Who's war? Not mine or yours. Benefit the rich and it kill off the poor.
But I think we're feeling good going into this, and every week we get the same confidence going on the stage. We just want to let our music speak for ourselves, and we're just going to kick some fucking ass.
Rich man pay on the poor man on it. Back with them in, back with them in. Look on the authority around red.
A more fire. So me I say.
I would love to have heard it acoustically sometime.
That's not a bad point, because I think you two chaps could sing over trucks falling over a cliff. You know? We've seen you know, with other bands like the last session, right? You can work in any genre, and that's why I just really, really respect you.
Got to be honest, as a band, I thought you were pretty untogether. It's kind of one of the weakest things I think you've done in the weeks that I've seen you.
At long last, the 5 bands can unwind as they await the judge's decision. And from the looks of things, they might unwind all over the floor.
We're at the world-famous Key Club on Sunset. We've all played some great sets tonight. Somebody's got to go home.
Somebody down here, yo. How about you both lowering your standard and having sex with me? Come on! One more time.
And that's how you do that.
He's good, he's alive.
We're gonna win, baby. We're gonna have thousands of these kind of beats.
Kids, we are not role models for your life. God, you son of a bitch.
Meanwhile, it's a far more sober affair for the judges, and this time, I sat in to help them make their toughest decision yet.
All right, so 2 bands have immunity, 3 don't. So why don't I just throw out the first band, Big Bang Radio?
They've got so many different angles and aspects to them that I really like them as a pop band. Sometimes the words are silly and daft beyond belief, but somehow, Prince Part 2 carries it off quite well.
I personally have a few reservations about the singer, in that I don't know whether I completely buy him.
Burn Down All Stars? What about them tonight, you guys?
They've taken all the suggestions and they've really, I think, really taken it to heart.
They have been listening to us and they've introduced lots of different elements, but it's still not quite, the white bloke thinks he's a rapper.
I think possibly Burn Down have more potential, but they might have to, change the lineup a little bit around at some point.
So the third band is a band that really has never once been on the cusp of being eliminated.
Fear Nothing.
Correct, Fear Nothing Band.
They know how to dance, they know rhythm, they know music, and they bloody well enjoy it. But the band are letting them down. Is that really their band? Do they have much to do with them?
Well, I think it's common knowledge among us that I am a really big fan. And tonight, for the first time, I was really kind of disappointed.
Billy?
I also have a lot of things I like about Fear Nothing, but I did think my instinct is they're a bit samey.
I vote them through just on the grounds of the 2 singers, and I can completely ignore the band totally.
I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss.
I'm not going to change my mind. I'm completely entrenched in what I truly believe is right.
I think possibly Burn Down have more potential, which is why I'm on the fence.
So John thinks Burn Down. Biff is very much on the fence, undecided, and Billy seems like he's on the fence. So let's go to the audience, who do make up a large percentage, half, of the vote.
The stage looks a lot different without the lights and crazy fans, but with elimination looming, it starts to feel more like the gallows.
The judges talked and deliberated, and I'd like to talk about what the judges said. Blacksmith, you had immunity. Fall from Grace, had immunity. Big Bang Radio. But one thing they said is, sometimes it looks a little too contrived. Dell, specifically, they said about you was, maybe it's a little too much, and they don't really buy it. Burn Down All Stars. One great compliment you got was great potential. They also keep bringing up the fact there's not one real frontman. And they said the band is Burn Down All Stars, but not everybody is an all-star.
The Burn Down All Stars are an entertainment conglomerate. We just bring the party, we bring the vibe, we do it right. Everybody here is an all-star.
Fear Nothing Band. I asked Johnny, you think that band could sell records? And he said, yes. But here's where a small problem lies. The vocalists, the lyrics, could have anybody behind them. So is the rest of the band worthy of the 2 singers?
We know that we have more than what the judges are looking for. We have what the world is asking for, what the world needs.
Everybody played great tonight. So here's the deal. The judges were on the fence. The discussion will continue. What?
Coming up next.
Get out of the buses, big announcement.
It's D-Day in LA as we finally learn who makes the Fantastic Four and who's just the fifth wheel.
We're doing eliminations right here, right now.
This cut will be the deepest.
So the band that's going to continue on the tour is...
That's all coming up next on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to BODOG Music Battle of the Bands, where our 5 groups are about to be cut down to 4. 2 bands, Seattle's Fall from Grace and LA's Blacksmith, won immunity, but Burn Down All-Stars, Big Bang Radio, and Fear Nuttin' Band are nervously awaiting the results.
Last night at the show, we were just sitting there and he says, we'll get back to you.
The judges were on the fence. The discussion will continue. What?
That was the worst feeling I had the whole entire time I've been here. I never felt that way.
No, but nobody wants to be a one-hit wonder.
No, definitely not.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather be a one-hit wonder than not have any hits at all.
I can't believe Doug gets that stuff all over him.
Hives all over his body.
That's ridiculous.
You know what that's from?
No.
He's nervous.
I have hives.
Finally, it's time for the hatchet to fall. And after all they've been through, these 5 bands have survived cuts in Memphis, New Orleans, Austin, Vegas, and once already here in LA. And now the verdict.
All right, I know we left you hanging last night, you guys. 5 bands left. Every band is unbelievable at this point. And in that amount of time, it was just way too hard to figure out which band is going home. So you guys went away. The judges deliberated more. They talked to Calvin. And they counted up every single vote from the audience last night. We're doing eliminations right here, right now. All right, Fall from Grace, Blacksmith. Bus 2, get on it.
We made it through. We had the mini laminates. We didn't know if they're gonna, pull something.
All right.
This has to be the hardest thing, man, to get rid of one of these bands, man.
All right, 3 bands, 2 spots.
There's a possibility that we can be going home. We hope that's not the case. We are confident, but this is definitely making my head spin. I didn't sleep very well last night.
Big Bang Radio. I know you felt confident the whole time. One thing that was brought up last night, Del, you gotta find that fine line between a little too dramatic and cool. If you're up there being too rock opera, they're not gonna buy into it.
I respect the criticism. I can't change who I am on stage, you know. Everybody has their thing that they do, and I do things like that.
Bus 1, you're on the tour still.
It was thick. The air was thick. This guy almost broke out in hives. You actually did break out in hives. That's crazy.
All right, Fear Nuttin' Band, Burn Down All-Stars. Unfortunately, 1 band's going home right now. 1 band will continue the tour and have a chance at the $1 million recording contract with BODOG Music. Fear Nuttin' Band, you've impressed all the way through. Fans, judges, think you made other bands a little nervous. 2 frontmen, superstars, but they've said you can put any music behind it and they'll still be awesome. Is the rest of the band living up to you guys?
The band have a back and we have the band back just as much. So I just oneness. We deal with oneness all the time. So that's how we handle the business. It's unity.
Burn Down All-Stars? You've heard it from the beginning. There's so many people in the band. Where do we focus? Who's the leader?
They're just saying that to have something to say because they can't find anything that's wrong with this band.
So the band that's going to continue on the tour is Burn Down All-Stars. You're on.
Yeah, that's friends, man. Forget like bands that we're competing against or any of that stuff, man. That's like our real friends, like people we're gonna know for a long time. When we leave here, that's who we're gonna want to hang out with when we're in Massachusetts.
Just gotta give thanks, because we're moving on.
Okay, Fear Nuttin' Band, hand me the laminates. You're off the tour.
as much as it hurts, you're happy at the same time that that's not you. Like, we're cool with them, but like we said, it's a competition.
Well, this is not the last. You're gonna see a few on the band.
Still I gotta do it, no matter what we're there or what we're doing. Still much respect.
Next time on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands, it's the biggest and baddest challenge yet.
You guys are making a music video.
Just 12 hours to create, shoot, edit, and deliver the video that each band thinks will guarantee immunity.
I'm so confident about the way it turned out.
We're here now, we're just gonna do what we do. We're gonna do it well.
And just when they think they've seen it all, we've got one more in our bag of tricks.
The battle is not tonight, and the battle is not going to be in Los Angeles.
The bands will battle it out in the most important showcase yet for a one-man audience. The man behind the $1 million contract, Mr. Calvin Ayre.
Some people wait their whole lives for their big break. This is yours. Good luck, everyone.
Find out who can run with the big dogs next time on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands.